Hey Cowboys Nation, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you've been keeping an eye on the NFL lately, you're probably aware of all the buzz surrounding the Dallas Cowboys and some serious game-changing moves. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about topics around. Jerry Jones needs to trade Dak Prescott for Shedeur Sanders and bring Deion Sanders back to the Cowboys. Yes, you heard that right. This might sound like an absolute fantasy to some of you, but let me tell you, when you break it down, this move could be exactly what the Cowboys need to finally break the Super Bowl drought and make a serious run at a championship. First things first, Dak Prescott has been the face of the Dallas Cowboys for years now. The former fourth-round pick turned franchise QB has had his moments. There's no denying that Dak has flashed elite potential, but let's not sugarcoat things. He's struggled in big moments, particularly in the playoffs. Cowboys fans have seen it all. The incredible comeback victories, the mind-blowing throws, and the leadership that Dak brings on the field. But let's be honest. Those moments have been overshadowed by critical mistakes, interceptions at the worst possible times, and an inability to push the team over the hump when it matters most. This season, we saw the same old pattern again. The Cowboys would start strong, but when it came down to facing elite teams or pushing through high-pressure situations, Dak Prescott's performance wavered. Yes, we know Dak is tough, a great leader, and overall a really good quarterback. But let's not kid ourselves. In a league where quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and others are revolutionizing the position, Dak has had a hard time keeping up with the rising tide of talent. For Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, that leaves one serious question. Can Dak Prescott truly be the guy to lead the Cowboys back to the Super Bowl? And with the franchise's window of opportunity still open with this stacked roster, it's clear that Jerry has to make a bold move if he wants to win a championship before it's too late. That's where Shedeur Sanders enters the conversation. Now, I know some of you might be raising your eyebrows right now thinking, wait, Shedeur is still in college. And you'd be right, but hear me out. Shedeur Sanders, the son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, has been absolutely electric at Colorado. This kid is special. He has all the tools that make NFL scouts salivate. The poise, the arm strength, the accuracy, and most importantly, the leadership qualities that you simply can't teach. But Shedeur's maturity on the field, his ability to read defenses, and his calm under pressure have made him one of the most exciting prospects in years. With his incredible performances week in and week out, Shedeur has shown that he's ready for the NFL. Not just as a good quarterback, but as a potential superstar in the making. And here's the thing, Jerry Jones knows talent when he sees it, and if he's serious about winning now and in the future, Shedeur Sanders could be the answer. Now let's step back for a second and think about Jerry Jones' mentality. For those of you who followed the Cowboys for any significant amount of time, you know that Jerry isn't afraid to make bold, sometimes controversial moves. Think back to when Jerry made the decision to fire Tom Landry and bring in Jimmy Johnson in the 90s, a move that ultimately led to 3 Super Bowls. Jerry is always looking for ways to innovate, to push the envelope, and to find that next big thing that could give the Cowboys a competitive edge. So when Jerry looks at Dak Prescott and sees a good quarterback, but one who's consistently failed to get the Cowboys over the playoff hump, it's not out of the realm of possibility that he begins to think, is it time to move on and find the quarterback of the future? And what better way to do that than to bring in a guy like Shedeur Sanders, who could step into the role and be the face of the franchise for years to come? But wait, this isn't just about Shedeur Sanders. It's about the return of Deion Sanders. And trust me, Cowboys fans, this is a game changer. Deion Sanders is not just a football icon. He's a leader of men, an energizer, and someone who can turn any team he's involved with into a championship contender. The impact Deion had on the Cowboys back in the 90s is immeasurable. He brought swagger, confidence, and a winning mentality that helped push the team to glory. He's a Hall of Famer, the best cornerback to ever play the game, and someone who turned the Dallas defense into a powerhouse during his time with the team. But now, Deion is in a different role. He's proving himself as a head coach at Colorado. And let me tell you, Deion's ability to motivate and inspire players is unmatched. If you've watched him on the sidelines, you know he's got that charisma that can turn any locker room into a group of believers. So imagine this: Shedeur Sanders as the starting quarterback for the Cowboys and Deion Sanders, either as a coach or a senior advisor, back with the team, mentoring Shedeur and guiding him to success. The synergy between father and son could be exactly what the Cowboys need to push them to greatness. Deion's leadership could be just what this Cowboys team needs to reach that next level. He'd bring a fiery passion to the coaching staff and an undeniable presence in the locker room that could inspire the entire team to elevate their play. Plus, we all know how Deion gets players to perform at their best, and with Shedeur leading the offense, we could see a revitalized Cowboys team that's ready to take on anyone in the league. But how could this actually happen? Well, trading Dak Prescott wouldn't be easy, no doubt about it. Dak has a massive contract, and teams would need to take on a significant financial commitment. But Jerry Jones isn't afraid to make big moves when necessary. There are a few teams around the league that could be in the market for an experienced quarterback like Dak Prescott. Teams like the New York Jets, who need a steady QB after the Aaron Rodgers debacle, or the Indianapolis Colts, who have a solid roster but need a veteran presence under center, could be realistic destinations for Dak. If Jerry Jones is serious about the long-term success of the franchise, moving on from Dak and making room for Shedeur Sanders could be the type of bold, forward-thinking move that gets the Cowboys back to the Super Bowl. Look, it's clear that Jerry Jones is at a crossroads with this team. The Cowboys have a roster that's loaded with talent, and they have the pieces in place to win now. But at the most important position, quarterback, the team is still trying to find that consistency and leadership to push them over the top. If Jerry Jones truly wants to secure the future of the Cowboys, a trade for Shedeur Sanders and bringing Deion Sanders into the fold could be the exact thing that catapults the team back to Super Bowl contention. A new era with Shedeur at the helm, with Deion providing mentorship and leadership, could change the trajectory of this franchise for the better. Shedeur said. So what do you think, Cowboys Nation? Is it time to move on from Dak Prescott and bring in Shedeur Sanders as the new face of the franchise? And what about Deion Sanders? Could he be the missing ingredient to get the Cowboys back to championship glory? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I know this is a huge topic, and I want to hear all your opinions. If you think this trade could happen, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow Cowboys fans. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all things Cowboys, because we'll keep you posted on every major move and breaking news. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, stay faithful and let's keep believing that America's team is just one big move away from bringing home that 6th Super Bowl trophy.